Alright, I've been trying to get this video out ever since game 1 of the NBA Finals, which was about like a week or so now. Around that, game 1 OKC versus Pacers. Which I was very upset that the Pacers won. But I digress. I made that video rushing through it, trying to get my thoughts out as quickly as possible, just so I can watch the game. So I rewatched it the next day, and I didn't like how it turned out. And ever since then, I've been thinking about how I wanted to restructure my thoughts on Celesteela. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna play this match out because it does take a while to get into it. But yeah. So, steel flying types. When you think of those, you're probably thinking of Corviknight and Skarmory. With Corviknight being a pivoter that can bring in your heavy hitters, and Skarmory being a hazard setter and a shuffler to get the chip damage on your hazards. You're gonna commonly find Skarm on like in like a lead with a lead set. Excuse me. You're gonna find Skarmory running a lead set on hyper offense teams or a defensive set used on stall teams, and then Corviknight basically on any balance or offense teams that needs a pivoter that can wall physical attacks or special attacks depending on how you align the stats. Both Mons have a clear defined role, right? One's a pivoter, one's a hazard setter / shuffler. Both are great at walling. We get to Celesteela, and it's very hard to pinpoint what Celesteela's purpose is for a team. Now that works both ways. Your opponent will find it difficult to pinpoint what Celesteela is gonna do, right? You look at its move pool, and it's vast. You have Earthquake, Flamethrower, Leech Seed, which I'll get into, Energy Ball. There's probably more I'm missing, but its attacking moves are great. Combine that with Hidden Power in Gen 7, and it's really hard to know what set Celesteela is gonna run. Gen 8 has the Power Herb and Power Gem. I think it's Power Gem. It's whatever the rock type attack that boosts your special attack. It's like a 2-turn attack. But basically that's also another common set. But what I find more common is the sub Leech Seed set. But before I get into that, that adds to Celesteela's variance or unpredictability, rather. I've never gone into a match and seen a Celesteela and been like, oh, this is gonna be easy, right? I don't know what the Celesteela is gonna run. I don't know if it's Autotomize. I don't know if it's Power Herb. It's probably sub Leech Seed. But if I assume that, then it could just set up on me, So it's really hard to tell until you get that turn, or until you get to the turn that it reveals its moves. But in the case for offensive Celesteela sets, there are better options to run as an offensive sweeper, right? There's the countless D-Dancers that you could run: Gyarados, Dragonite, Salamence, just to name a few. Or you can run any of the other Beast Boost sweepers: Blacephalon, Kartana, even Neoligo, which uses power in a like it just uses power better just by the nature of its stab and of its special attack stat. Celesteela's special attack stat's not bad, but Neoligo's is better. Blacephalon's is better. There are countless other sweepers or countless other attackers that just have a better special attack stat or attacking stat for that matter. Now, do they have the wide range of moves that Celesteela has? Probably not, but more often than not, they can get the job done when it comes to attacking or wall breaking. When we get to the sub Leech Seed set, it's difficult for Celesteela to find any staying power. You look at Skarm and Corviknight, they both have Roost, which Celesteela is lacking. And having Roost is so good because you combine that with Leftovers and you're healing over 50% of your health with one click. That immediate healing is so nice, you know, because it helps you stay in the battle longer. With Celesteela, you have Leech Seed, and sure, Leech Seed is nice, but you're also finding yourself in a more dangerous spot with Celesteela, especially if rocks are up. You're not getting half your health back, let alone a quarter of your health back in most, if not all cases. And so having Celesteela being a reliable wall could be difficult for many. Now, in the case of being a special wall, which I personally like using, it has a higher special defense stat than Corviknight and Skarm, and I think it has a higher HP stat than both. If not, it's above 100 or 100, around 100. So it's not bad either. You put Celesteela at max HP, max special defense in EVs, and you'll be able to tank even stab electric moves just fine. I think you saw Zapdos hit me with a couple of volt switches here, and I was able to tank it and Leech Seed up and get my health back up to near full. I'll just skip through this because it's pretty much set in stone what happens here. But yeah. Here we have a rain team, and this highlights my next point. It's hard for Mons to come in on Celesteela. It's basically guaranteed chip, and you're able to heal. Now, missing the Leech Seed hurts. It hurts so bad. But when it does land, not only are you getting damage off, but you're also healing yourself. So that's a bonus. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just a plus that Celesteela has over the other steel flying types. Right? When you click Roost, you're essentially using a turn to heal, just heal. But with Celesteela, you're able to not only dish out damage, but also heal up. So you get a bit of both worlds. Now, if they try to switch a grass type into your Celesteela, trying to absorb a Leech Seed, Celesteela has the coverage for grass types, especially Ferrothorn, right? It has Fire Blast and Flamethrower. I personally like Fire Blast because in case of rain, I'd like the most amount of damage possible. Or not, I mean, not even just rain, but Fire Blast being stronger, I'd take that risk just to hit harder. So grass types have trouble coming in on Leech Seed. So when you really think about it, nothing's really safe from Leech Seed, right? My opponent right now is trying to dance around the Leech Seed, not trying to get chipped. Only Pelipper is like a safe switch for Leech Seed because it's able to roost up, and that's where the sub Leech Seed set really struggles, is on stall teams, even though the first replay was against a stall team. But it will definitely take a lot more work to get through or to make use of Celesteela, the sub Leech Seed set, on stall teams, because they could recover all that progress you made off the chip off of their own recover moves like Roost or Soft Boil, or Recover. But yeah, those are pretty much my general thoughts on Celesteela sub Leech Seed. This match is gonna take a while. That's another thing too, right? If we go back to this replay, my Celesteela here nearly used up all its moves. I have 6 moves left. I ran out of Leech Seed and I ran out of Protects. I have 1 sub left and 5 Earthquakes left. Again, that's against a stall team, so it's a bit inflated. But here, I'm running out of Protects. I'm running out of Fire Blast. I'm almost halfway through my Leech Seeds. So that's another thing that makes it difficult to play Celesteela. It's, if we're going with the most, in my opinion, the most consistent set, the sub Leech Seed Spadef Wall set, you gotta get a bunch of your turns right. Even if you make one bad turn, it might cost your Celesteela, right? You don't have the immediate healing to recover that lost health. If you want to recover that health, it's gonna take a while off of residual Leech Seed healing and leftovers. You gotta Protect on the right turns, you gotta sub on the right turns, and you gotta Leech Seed on the right turns, right? You gotta, maybe they're already seeded. It'd probably be beneficial to Leech Seed again to catch their switch. Stuff like that really matters in maintaining Celesteela's health. But yeah, I'm just chipping away at the rest of the team here, and I think my opponent rage quits here. So for the offensive set, I have tinkered around with it. I've tried Weakness Policy. I think that's the main one I used. I'm not a big fan of Life Orb. I've tried Expert Belt. I've really liked Weakness Policy just because Celesteela's bulk allows it. You have around 100 HP health, over 100 special defense, over 100 defense. You're gonna be able to tank those non-stab HP fires, right, that Mons have for coverage. You're gonna be able to take those weaker Volt switches, maybe even T-bolts. Probably not stab T-bolts, but maybe, right, a Magearna has a T-bolt as a coverage move, a Latios has T-bolt as a coverage move. You'll be able to tank that, and then you get a boost to all of your to all of your attack stats, your attack and special attack. But you see here even ×2 special attack. Now I can't remember for the life of me what my EV distribution was here, but even at ×2 special attack, I'm not able to KO Hawlucha with HP Ice. It's just, I mean, it also had the special defense seed, but yeah. See, if I had Air Slash there, it would have killed. My point is that the offensive set that Celesteela can run, I just feel like there's a perfect set with the Earthquake coverage. It even has superpower to hit T-Tar, thinking you're just special. Oh, that's another one. I ran Phytinium Z to hit Chansey's and Blissey's coming in, and it would deal near 90% HP damage. I don't know why I said it like that. It'll deal over Sorry, let me regather my thoughts. It'll deal near 90% damage to Blissey or Chansey, if not killing them if you combine hazard damage to them coming in. But yeah, I just feel like there's a perfect set with all its coverage moves, but I just haven't found it. But yeah, anyways, with the music all ramped up here, those are my thoughts on Celesteela. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.